I want to talk about Beyonce, but not in the way you're thinking. I promise this is not Black people's business I'm getting into. The Beyonce as propagandist, is she or isn't she, is bringing up the larger conversation of art versus artist for me. At what point does the art no longer belong to the artist and belongs to the art audience and or consumer? Can you consume art without also consuming the artist and the context and the history? Do you, especially if you're a leftist, have to police other people's joy and tell them not to consume X art because X artist is a bad person, a propagandist, whatever? The art versus artist conversation requires, now more than ever, that we learn to hold paradox. Not just that two things can be true at once, but that two diametrically opposing things can be true at once. Is it true that Beyonce is one of the most brilliant female artists, one of the most brilliant women pop culture performers of all time, that can also speak to particular politics? Yes. Is she also a billionaire? Is she also somebody that has stayed silent on important issues? Is she also someone that is propagating propaganda, good, bad, indifferent? Yes. All of the above. Both and. This recalls for me the J.K. Rowling Harry Potter discourse of like 2021 when the video game came out. The vitriol for people that were consuming Harry Potter content in any context, the video games, the books, the films, the theme parks, the merchandise, was insane to me. J.K. Rowling is obviously a monster. She's a TERF. She's a horrible fucking dumb bitch. You know what else is true? Like, children, adolescents, young adults, and adults have gotten an extreme amount of joy and learned a love for literature through her books. However bad you might think they are, there is art there that has informed people's lives. There is art that she created that has brought joy to people's lives. Two opposite things can be true at once. Will I ever not listen to Michael Jackson? No. I will never not listen to Michael Jackson. If he were alive, would he get my money? No. Will I ever not watch Annie Hall again? No. Will I ever give Woody Allen a dime? No. Will I ever listen to Radiohead again? Yeah. Will those Zionist assholes ever get a dime from me? No. We have to realize that a lot of art is made by monsters. Monsters, just like good people, are capable of channeling transcendent art. Monsters are capable of channeling God, the divine, whatever you want to call it, into art that moves and sustains society and the individual. Am I calling Beyonce a monster? Obviously not. But if you believe she is a monster and you still enjoy her music, congratulations, you're a human fucking being. I have consciously consumed art from monsters because I'm not going to deprive my heart and my psyche and my soul of the thing that sustains me and keeps me from unaliving myself just because the person that made it was a monster. I can't control who creates high art. I can control who gets my money and my vote. So start being honest with yourselves about what the fuck it is you consume behind closed doors and stop snatching people's joy. Because in the world that we are existing in 2025, we are going to find it more and more difficult to find art and culture and politics that are polished, that are perfect, that are untainted. And we are going to need that art and that culture and those politics more and more and more to keep us going, to keep us alive and in the fight so that we can keep fighting for good and true and beautiful in the world. So I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is a propagandist in a bad way. She is a capitalist because she is a billionaire in a bad way. She stays silent in a very dangerous way about very important issues. And she also makes, for a lot of people, music and art that keeps them going. Okay? But I'm never gonna sit here and tell somebody, whether they're fucking 8 years old or 50 years old, that they can't find joy in her music. How dare we? If you love whomever that is perceived to be a monster and an artist, it is your responsibility as the consumer of their art, as a fan, to hold them to account. Sign a fucking petition, okay? Start calling them out. But don't lose the joy that you get from the art that they've given you. Don't let anybody snatch that from you. And don't snatch it from anybody fucking else. If you love somebody, then you hold them to account.